Well, hello everybody and welcome back. It is so good to see you and thank you for clicking on the video. My name is Joel and this is Us Stable Life. We're gonna be starting the day off with feeding horses. We are here a little bit early. We are currently in the middle of a 3-part video series, if you will. So if you haven't gotten a chance to see the most recent video, I highly suggest you do so, as it will keep you up to date with what's taking place today. Now, do you think our skunk friend is gonna be inside there? I have no idea. Let's see. Gavin was getting quite the jump scares yesterday, and I definitely am here earlier than he was yesterday. So there is a possibility that our skunk friend will be here. So we're just gonna be looking around every corner. I really don't want to get sprayed. We've had all kind of different creatures in the stable, from possums to raccoons to owls and hawks to skunks. To my knowledge, we have never had a deer come in here, to my knowledge. Though there may have been one that's strolled through before we had a security system, and it was just never caught on camera. That is a potential. All right, I just need to get hay. Not seeing anything. Listening very intently. At any moment, could be just something that jumps out at us. Okay, hey honey. Good morning. Okay, we swept this side of the barn. So far, we're good. All right. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good to see all of you here. So where would they be other than just waiting for me, right? They know what time it is, even though I'm early. They know it's feeding time. I am happy to report, after measuring out, no skunk. Come on, honey. Yeah, come on, princess. Let's go. Let's go. Good morning, good morning. Hey, beautiful. All right. She's recovering actually really well, guys. I think maybe a week or two, and then if things are continuing to proceed well, we'll be able to turn her back out with her friends. That being said, she is still out with her friends every day in the big field, so she might not want to change. You never know how things are. Look at Buster just laying down like a little cutie in there. Good morning, Buster. Were you playing with one of those chickens yesterday? Oh, I gotta fill up his water trough. Mental note, don't let me forget to turn the water on, guys. Good morning. Rocky, what was that? Oh man, that was so cute. Oh my goodness. Oh. There you go, boys. Want to say hello to everybody? You say hello? I also just wanted to add that since Gavin fed yesterday, he also weed-eated around the lower ring and the fence line in the left run. Looks great. That Gavin's a hard and industrious worker. Oh man, the whole thing looks good, Gavin. Looks really good. All right, it's time to let in the middle field. Looks like Sarah's gonna be up first. Sarah and Bella. Whoa, Diego doesn't have a halter on? You don't have a halter on anymore, Diego? What? Okay, let's see how this goes. Yeah, I didn't think that was a good idea for him not to have a halter on anymore. Hey, Diego. Come here. We're gonna probably scare Champ a little bit. Hey, Rebel. There you go. That being said, he responded very well to the good old-fashioned under the neck thing, so I think we'll still be able to do the no halter. And Ava went right to her stall. What? What? Oh no! It appears all of our new horses have learned their stalls. That is very exciting. Look at this, look at this. Oh man, good old George. We actually get quite a lot of new viewers that come to the channel and love seeing the horses come in, including all of our existing viewers. It's why I show it almost in every single video, because everyone loves seeing it. So you may be wondering, how do we actually get the horses to do it? Well, the trick is in the fact that horses are a lot like men. You make them happy by giving them good food. So what they learn is when they go to this area in the horse stable, there's always food in that bucket. This would not work if we didn't have grain waiting for them in their buckets. If they got in the stall and there's no grain, they turn right back around and leave. Wrong stall, not supposed to be in here. Good job, Bella. Good job, Sarah. When we're teaching them their stall, we usually will lead them because they have no idea where they're going. Repetition is the mother of retention, right? Twice a day, every single day, they're getting led to the exact same spot. And what they're learning is when they walk and they go to a different stall, well, what happens? We come immediately right in, we grab them, and we pull them to another stall. That's not the intended result. They don't like that. The intended result is that they get left alone. So when they walk into a stall, now they're eating food, and they noticed, hey, my handler didn't come in and talk to me or anything, and the doors closed, everything was peaceful, everything was good. That is a good result. They learn that. And they eventually learn by going to this one area every single time. There's always food in that bucket, and everything's peaceful. So that's where they go. That's why we're able to turn in 25 horses and get them all to their stall. Some horses are pretty quick learners and learn within 3 days. Other horses are not quick learners. We had a horse that was named Falcon, and he was not an intelligent horse. Probably one of the least intelligent horses I have ever had the privilege of dealing with. Adorable. We loved him. He was my horse. He was my wife's horse. We miss him, but I think it took him maybe a year or two for him to finally get his stall down. Oh my word. And then if we ever had to move his stall, which we did a couple times, everything changed. Had to do the whole process over again. So that's that. That's on one side of things. But then you have the complete other side. The very intelligent horses. The horses that have figured out there's grain in every single stall. And these horses, usually, because they're on the more intelligent side, they're a little bit more on the plump side, if you know what I mean. So that means that they're on a low-fat grain. Low-fat grains, well, let's be honest, they're not going to taste that good. It's the same in the human world as it is in the equine world. So Argento, classic example here, he goes to the horses that are skinnier. Rebel, Obi, Ava, Diego. And he's learned, hey, these horses, they have that high-fat grain. That stuff tastes good. So if there's no human around, he will take the opportunity, zip into another stall, grab a couple quick bites, and he knows too, because when you walk in the stall, he starts wolfing down grain as fast as possible. He's like, oh, I'm gonna get as much food. They act like they're dying and they're never gonna get any food, even though they're literally eating all day long. So to put this into practice, what we're gonna do is we're gonna set the camera up at Argento's stall. Now, in the mornings, all of these horses are in already. So Argento is kind of more forced to be good in the morning than the evening. That being said, I am not going to intervene in any of these horses, and take note of the ones who go to the wrong stalls and the ones who go to the right stalls, if there are any. We actually have been having good horses lately, so everything's been going good. Let's see, huh? I'm coming, Declan, I'm coming. Here comes RJ. I'm not gonna intervene. Yeah, he's being good. But to be fair, all the other stalls were taken, and he recognized that. I'm gonna film the same thing this afternoon. Even though this afternoon's gonna be quite hectic, we're gonna do the same thing without me intervening. I guarantee you he's gonna go in the wrong stall. We're actually waiting for one more horse, Spitfire. He's all the way on the other side of the pasture eating grass, so he's making his way. Let's get you guys a little closer so you can see when he gets here. Just listen. The sound of 25 horses enjoying their grain. I love it. I love a full horse stable. All right, next up we have some water. Remember, we gotta fill the donkey's water trough up. Thank you, by the way, for reminding me. We have to fill the Big Field's water trough up. We have to fill up Honey's water bucket. For those of you that are new, Honey is a very old horse and has no teeth. So we water her grain so that she can chew it because she's gumming it. And then we have daily care to work on. And then we're gonna send the horses right back out. Then we gotta hop on the tractor because we gotta get raking hay. They have raked all the clover yesterday, which is awesome. So all the clover is already raked and ready to be round baled. We did not rake the grass hay because raking it prevents it from drying down a lot faster. So when you rake your hay, you want it to basically be dry and about to be baled. So they raked it because the clover was drying down very quickly and they want it wet. That's actually how we got the wrapper in the first place, was to make haylage by fermenting bales. Oh, I just realized I could have now have to go back up. See, here I was lost in story time. It's all right. Going up the stairs won't be a problem. That's a story going back to how we ended up being able to feed the horses round bales. But for horse hay, we do not want any moisture, as you guys are keenly aware of at this point. By the way, still using those Quick Connect that you got me. I don't even know if you're still watching the channel. I hope you are. You were like one of our first viewers. You are awesome. Thank you. Okay, that's the main one for the big field, and then we'll switch over to the donkeys later. The donkeys is a lot smaller, so it fills up a lot faster. Once the morning dew burns off, which is at about 9:30, we'll hook up to the rake and head out to the field and start raking hay. They are going to be working on laying mulch this morning. I won't be filming any of that. That is going to be what they're up to this morning, and then they're going to start baling this afternoon. We should be actually getting started on baling hay, which is awesome because we have rain coming. Believe it or not, I know, big shocker. What? That's how you know you can guarantee rain is going to show up in the forecast, is when you mow hay. Thankfully though, right now the forecast is saying the rain isn't going to be here till Sunday, which means that we have today and tomorrow to get all of the hay taken care of. We took care of about 96 round bales in our last cutting. That was quite stressful, but we got it all taken care of. This cutting, which is still first cutting, there's gonna be a lot of hay. There's gonna be a lot of hay, guys. You saw the tedding crop. Holy cow. Put your guesses, as well as the timestamp as to when you were watching the video, when you put your guess in, and we'll see. The comment that got the guess correct with the timestamp that they put down, well, congratulations, you got the guess right, which is awesome. I'm gonna get these horses taken care of on daily care, and we're gonna send them right back into the pastures. Nothing quite beats that view. Love seeing all those horses out there enjoying that grass. Well, we're now on the tractor and I was about to hook up to the rake, but then my dad showed up with the dump truck. So now we're helping him out with something real quick, and then we're hooking up to the rake. Past Daniel, he was getting the 120 hooked up and set up for the round baler. So first time the 120 is being used for that, so that's pretty exciting. Look at this view though, wow, this is gorgeous. So many pretty views, I love it. Okay, well that job is now complete. Now we're hooking up to the rake and or windrower, however you want to call it. Now interestingly enough, this is the second piece of new hay equipment that we acquired. We used to have an older style rake that was actually gear driven by the tires on the rake, and it had little fingers that went down like this, just like that, and it just rolled the hay one direction. It worked pretty good. I actually have fond memories of that rake, but you know, it was old. Sometimes the gear drive wouldn't work. You always had to fiddle with it. So this is a lot different of a design. We like this design a lot. We're very happy with it because it fluffs the rows up nice. So that means that the hay actually is still able to dry so long as there's wind flow. Whereas the other rake basically was, once you rake it, it's not drying out that much. There we go. PTO hooked, jack hooked. That is a long chain, huh? A long chain covered, absolutely covered in hydraulic fluid. My hands are now covered in oil. I'm gonna have to wipe that off before I get started. Otherwise, everything I touch is hydraulic fluid on it. And I guarantee I'm gonna forget at one point today and attempt to itch my face. That's just how it works. Oh, that one's smooth. All right, let's test the hydraulic. Okay, this should be up. Okay, I have it backwards. There we go. Now our flows should be right. Up. Now we're good. Well, raking is going quite smooth, as you guys can see. We just finished up on the development. Our first 3 fields are down. We're heading over now to our furthest away farm, and then we have the next farm after that. So we have only got 3 more fields to do. Doesn't look like I'm gonna need to do anything in regards to the neighbors, which is good, because the plan is to start baling after lunch and wrapping as well. So I'm gonna be gathering bales and moving them all around and all that. So we're gonna get going. A lot of road travel, so we got to get that up. This development we didn't do anything with because we never know when it's going to start being developed. You have no idea. An excavator could just show up and just dig up the whole field and start building a house. So we don't really do much to it other than just kind of mow it, keep it nice, bale the hay that comes off of it. But the next fields we do fertilize, so you'll see a noticeable difference in the quality, color, and in the amount of hay that we have. So let's hop on out of this development, hit the road, and get going. It'd be nice if I could get to the last farm before lunch. That way I only have 1 field to do after lunch, and then I can start gathering bales. There's a wet spot in this field, very big wet spot. I think from all the houses being developed, all the water's draining to this lower lot. I don't know why, because it used to not be a problem here, but it is now. I don't understand why. What I'm getting at is I'm gonna earmark those bales and I'm gonna feed them to the horses tomorrow, so we don't even need to worry about them going bad. That way we can still bale it and it's still being used. All right, I'll see you guys at the big field. All right, let's roll. field, you actually got to see the difference. When we started, that wasn't fertilized. Look at that. That's just 1/2 of a row. Now you saw the difference at the other field, right? Like that's just mind-blowing. Beautiful stuff. It's dry, it's green, it's ready to go right now. That's awesome. Mind you, this was just mowed yesterday. It hasn't even been 24 hours since it's been cut. Those new disc bines, they're amazing. Absolutely amazing in how good they do at preconditioning the hay. Combined with tedding and raking, you get a nice round bale. That's good hay. Horses won't be eating this until December through March, around there. Just crazy. Big field is now done. We only got 2 fields left. I think as far as time goes, I'm just gonna keep going until they tell me I have to go back for lunch. All right, let's go. The rake broke. I'm on my last field. I only got a few swipes left. It is now 2 p.m. I haven't gotten back to eat lunch. I got back to the farm and then I just wailed on the back of that thing with a sledgehammer because one of the pins weren't in correctly and the whole arm slid out and it was rusted. Yeah, and then I was gonna record it only to find out that I lost my camera sometime in the field. So I had to drive around the field, but I found you. We're back. Tree knocked you off the tractor. Oh, let's not break anything else. I am running too fast. There's too much on my mind and I am slipping. So we're gonna slow it down and we're having no more breakdown. So what if it's 9 o'clock at night? I'm still working. At least I won't have broken anything. That's what we gotta think about. Okay, we're done. I got good news and bad news. The good news is we're done. The bad news is that they were laying mulch and I was supposed to be gathering bales while they were laying mulch. And so now they're done laying mulch and they're ready to start wrapping and I haven't gathered any bales for them yet. Yeah, we're not gonna worry about that because that'll just stress me out. We're gonna get back, unhook this, and then we're gonna get all the tractors set up and start moving bales. And I'm gonna drink some water. Water's good. Welcome to the 130. Wow, today has been an absolute whirlwind. It is 2:40 and I am just now collecting bales. I have the 130, which can actually hold 2 round bales on the front. My tractor can take 2 together. And I actually took our bale spike and mounted it on the back there. So we're able to move 3 bales at the same time right now, which is kind of awesome. kind of needed. So I'm very, very happy about that. That being said, we are very, very, very behind schedule. So they are currently working on getting the round bale wagon operational. I don't know if there's gonna be like a driver for the round bale wagon or what the plans are with that. I think we're making it up as we go. That's what I'm kind of gathering from this. So in the meantime, I'm gathering bales. I can take 3 at a time. We're pretty close to the wrap site, so we're gonna make swift progress. We just have a road in between us that I have to manage on crossing, but other than that, it's not too big a deal, thankfully. I actually prefer loading round bale wagons with my tractor. My tractor, you have more of a feel for the hydraulics. Like this, you're so separated from the hydraulics, it's crazy. Whereas my tractor, you can, and I really, there's no way to describe it unless you know exactly, or you've run a machine like this, you understand what I'm saying, but other than that, you're not gonna have any clue what's going on here. Which is okay, you know, I can't think of a better way to describe it, so that's on me. We just picked up one. Now we're gonna grab one from behind. Tell you what, this is one smooth operation. And then we take our bale and we just drive up next to another one. Kind of just drop it next to it, and then we split the difference. You gotta make sure you don't go too high or too low. And the leveling stick on this tractor is gone. And if you don't know what a leveling stick is, it's basically a giant rod that tells you the angle of your buckets. These bales are heavy. These are wet clover bales. I'm thinking each of these bales is probably maybe 1,200 pounds, 1,100 pounds. So I've got, we'll say 2,400 pounds of hay on the front, and then another 1,200 pounds on the back. 3,600 pounds of hay we're just driving around with attached to us. Not to mention there's also that giant, I mean that thing is heavy. In order to handle the weight of these bales, it needs to be. Also, I just thought I'd mention, because if I remember correctly, I said that I was gonna work until they called me and told me I had to go in for lunch. They called me a long time ago, twice. And we're like, hey, your food's here. I asked them to just put a plate together for me and leave it, and then I'd get to it when I got to it. But with the rake breaking and me being so far behind schedule, I don't feel like I could stop yet. Not until I've got a good enough buffer that I feel comfortable, you know, because I'm kind of the person that's responsible for getting all the hay moved over here. Thankfully, this is cow hay that we're currently working on, so the pressure's a little bit off with that, but, you know, that's part of working with a family. Everyone's working together. Let's just drop these two right here, and good. Good. Okay, there we go. Now I got 6 round bales for them. I don't know where they are. They're just gone. So I know they're working on something. Or maybe they're just giving me time to get some hay for them. Could be anything. All right, we'll tune in once I got that field all wrapped up together. Oh, never mind. I see them coming down the road now. Yeah, so you're really just guessing when you're putting the spikes in. I think I got it. There we go. And the bales actually rub on each other, so it kind of holds them even better together. There we go. I gotta tell you guys, the air conditioning's working in here now, so it's nice. That being said, they have the bale wagon out, and it is me, Brian, Matthew, Andrew, and Daniel. Daniel's round baling. Matthew is running the bale wagon. As you can see, probably now, Brian and Andrew are wrapping. We're just gonna pop this one right here on the back of this wagon. Now, this wagon did have, as you guys saw, little things to make this actually stacking a lot faster. But believe it or not, they took those off to use the wagon for the greenhouse work. So with that truck that they have and this wagon, we can move 12 round bales at once. So you take the truck and this tractor together, we're moving 15 round bales at once. Which is good, because I think we're probably around 100 plus round bales today. Which is kind of crazy to think about. Quite the machine indeed. That's it for this field. We're moving on over to the next one. We're making good time so far. And they've just about blown through the entire buffer that I had over there, which is crazy. I had 9 bales put over there for them, and they only have, it's looking like either 2 or 3 left. The good news though is I don't have to cross a road anymore after this, which is awesome. I don't like dealing with live traffic at all. That rear bale spike really helps with organizing the bales, because I can just grab one with behind me and move them over, stack 2 right in front, grab 2 with the front, get a 3rd one with the back. It's awesome. I love it. These things are a lot of weight. Remember, I did the math with 1,200. So, Gavin, would you mind putting up the total weight, 1,200 times 12? There you go. That's what that truck's hauling at once. It's kind of crazy. So I think the plan is we're wrapping just the cow hay today. So there's 3 clover fields total that are cow hay. We only have 2 to go. The 2 are close to the wrap site and 1 is pretty far away. That's probably gonna be the one that takes the longest. The potatoes are coming up nice. So nice. Woo, I honestly am I have adrenaline right now. It's just adrenaline. 3 o'clock and I have adrenaline. I'll show you guys how we're organizing it. Man, it would be really cool if we were able to have Gavin here as a cameraman. You guys would be getting some spicy angles out here. It's a good thing this isn't the last time we're baling hay. So now what I'm gonna do is, instead of running 3 over at a time, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna set them in piles of 2s. That way my forks can just grab 2 at a time very easily. You can tell we're grabbing 1 behind. Here we go. Oh, what the heck? I guarantee you it didn't pick up. Is that supposed to be that slow? There should be a adjustment for that somewhere. I don't know where, but I know it exists. That's quite the operation over there, man. You see all these round bales and everything working together, and machines. You got well, right now you've got 3 tractors being used, 1 skid steer loader, and the truck. And honestly, it would be helpful for another person to be out here on my tractor with the pallet forks, because then we could use that tractor to organize the bales a lot faster. It'd be pretty cool to show you guys out there. Kind of should do that. I think that's what we'll do. We're gonna do that. I'm getting ahead of everybody, so things are going good. 2 fields down. We got a full load over there and then 2 here, so that's 14 round bales in that field. I probably won't get the full count until I see Daniel, because the baler has a counter on it. We're also picking up the horse hay today too. I guess things are moving pretty smoothly, and it's only 3:30. We were behind schedule, but now we're starting to actually catch up, which is awesome. Very happy about that. I'm just gonna drop a few bales quick here. There we go. All of those are now dropped off. So we're heading actually over to that development, and we're gonna be picking up horse hay. But we're gonna get that taken care of, I'm thinking, today too. So it's probably going to be a very long day today, but that means that I won't have to do hay tomorrow, which is a good thing. Not that I don't want to be doing hay. This is quite fun, but it's good to have the crop taken care of. I don't need to stress about it getting done. And a lot of the guys that are today working usually we try to give them the weekends off if possible. Now I can't see, there's a car coming. Hopefully they're not going so fast that they'll just show up and right in front of me. Okay, all right. Worked my way through 8 gears there. Okay, looks like we got 2 round bales in this little field. And this is a horse hay. This is a horsey hay. That's exciting, I love horsey hay. We used to have this field right where this house was. This was the perfect staging area for all the round bales, but we don't have that anymore. So I'm gonna take all of the round bales to a field all the way at the bottom of the development. It's the flattest, biggest area, and it's the least busy area on the road. Looks like there's 2 round bales in that field. 2 bales per acre is the running rate right now for unfertilized. I'm really curious to see what the fertilized hay came out to. That's gotta be crazy. This giant area of grass that you guys see to our immediate left was all a hay field. They didn't do anything with it, they just bought it, and now they mow it, and it's just a giant section of grass. I kind of feel like it's a giant waste of space, but you know, hey, that's a farmer's perspective. I'm sure there's people out there that love a giant open yard. Okay, now we're here. All right, I'm gonna put you guys outside now so you can see what things look like on the front, on the spike, the tip of the spear. Okay, this is another one of those moments where you're kind of looking around. So Gavin, do your thing. We have now made it to the far outfield. There is a lot of round bales here. Check it out. I got one on the back. It was in the path coming in, so I don't want it to block away from that. We got, including the one behind me, we got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25.
I'm thinking 25 round bales. That is absolutely insane.
Well, let's see here. That would be, holy moly. So if we did this in small square bales, this would be 575 small square bales in one field. Oh my word. What? That is insanity. I hope you guys liked seeing the truck get loaded from the tractor's perspective. The next time the truck comes back, I'll show you the truck getting loaded from the truck's perspective. These are all the plans. In the meantime, we're just gonna be grabbing bales while we wait for Matt's presence. My watch tells me, because it thinks when I'm driving the tractor that I'm bicycling. I guess they didn't program what driving a tractor feels like, huh? I tell you guys, I love having this rear spike. This thing is awesome. Well, I'll tell you guys, things are going really smooth. AC's basically kind of giving me a second wind, which is pretty spicy. 130's running great, kind of designed to handle this weight, so that's doing good. I mean, just think about the amount of weight that is just hanging on the front end of this tractor right now. The only downside to AC is that now when I get outside, I think it's hot. I didn't think it was hot before. Let's look at the hay. Oh. All right, for all of my lovers of freshly mowed hay, here we go. Can you smell it? Oh my goodness, this is good stuff. Good, fresh stuff. Wow, does that look good? I cannot wait for the day when we can stack this stuff in a barn and we don't gotta wrap it anymore. I am so thankful that wrapping works. Otherwise, we would be doing all of this in small square bales. I would be stacking all of this hay and having to put it in a barn. Granted, my family will help me. I mean, they have helped me for decades, but all of us love the fact that this is how we do hay now. So much easier on all of us, and we're able to do a lot more. I don't really know if we could do 25 horses if we still did small square. I don't see it. That is just insane. Just crazy. And this little guy right here has been the star of the show. Let me tell you, this thing's awesome. Pretty good quality. There was questionable reviews on it, and I understand why. One bolt broke, another one's loose. But you know, hey, I broke it because I was tightening it so much that it's stuck there now. So long as that doesn't work its way out, I don't think it's a problem. Let's see on this side. Oh, this is so beautiful. So beautiful. All right, we're just waiting for Mr. Matt to get here. Good moment. I haven't had a moment to breathe and kind of relax. Well, raking in the morning was pretty enjoyable. That was pretty good. It got tense there in that last field because I started to realize time was slipping through my fingers. I was running out of time, and then the rake started breaking, and then I lost the camera. It was like, oh, come on. We don't need this. Nah, that feels like another day already. Oh, it is 4:40, and we still have another 2 fields after this one to collect and wrap. And it sounds like we are gonna be doing hay tomorrow because there is 1 field for cow hay. They are not baling today, and they're saving that for tomorrow. So that'll be tomorrow's job. Just got a phone call from Matt. He said he is about 5 minutes away. So we'll be able to get all 12 of these and then these 2. And we're taking them back to the wrap site. And I just got informed that the next 2 fields we're going to have about 40 plus round bales in it. Awesome. Oh, that is so cool. So I don't know what the total is for today, but I'm thinking it's gonna be 110, 120. So that's kind of crazy. Now, granted, that is including cow hay. You know what I mean? That's not all horse. I'll give you guys the grand total of horse hay, each hay video. So you know where we are in the stream of time, how much we need to go, how comfortable we are with certain things, so on and so forth. Something crazy to think about. Remember, it's 302 right now, round bales. We actually get between 20 and 40 large square bales brought in from another hay farmer for use just inside the stable alone. So if we actually large square baled all of our hay instead of round baled it, we would actually need around 344 large square bales, possibly more, give or take, you never know. Mind you, 302 is based on last year's use. We have more horses this year, so I want more than 302. 302 is the minimum. I think we'll make it though. We're having an amazing hay year this year. This is nothing like last year at all. Good stuff. Let's get inside the AC and get ready for Matt. Oh wait, I came out here for a purpose. I'm putting the camera on the truck. That's right. Good news, guys. Matt's here.
Oh, you guys are magnetic.
All right, so he's loaded. We're good. We're gonna take these 2 bales on the road, drop these off at the wrap site, and then continue on to the last hay farm for today.
That's exciting.
Interestingly enough, the tractor's actually faster than the truck because the wagon can only go so fast. At least that's the thought theory. Otherwise, he'll just be riding behind me. Either way, we're good. So good to have Matt behind me taking care of things. Looks like they caught up to us and went back to close up the store. So I'll unload Matt so that way he's good to go. I'll unload you.
You head over and get stuff sorted out, and I'll unload myself.
Okay, sounds good.
Because they're all over the place over there, I feel like.
Okay, got it, bud, thanks. Matt is the man. Matt is just the man, you know that? All right, my watch is almost dead, but it is 5:20. Woo-wee. We're over here at Kissing Weathers now. Petey's here, but he's not with us, me and Matt. He's over with Andrew, and it looks like Daniel's done. In case you're wondering why I put these on like this, it's so that they don't roll off of the truck. So standing them on end basically takes the whole round aspect out of it and just makes them cylinders.
I have a bale behind me. We're going to drop that.
And then we put cylinders on the front and back. Sometimes I forget and I just keep doing cylinders. And yeah, the middle of the wagon I can just load straight on, but you know.
So once we get these loaded up, that'll be 105 bales today.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah. Which would have been 10 wagons. If we were doing square bales. 10 fully stacked wagons.
10 fully stacked wagons. I don't think we've ever cut that much hay ever.
I know, it's been crazy. We still have to do all your stuff yet.
Yeah?
That's probably going to be like this. It's going to be tons of hay.
Oh my goodness. Just looking at it, it looks like the hay is at least 4.5 feet tall. 5
There,
feet tall.
yeah. But they at least fixed the air conditioner a little.
Oh my, yeah, it's nice. Only downside to the AC is I didn't think it was hot outside while I was on my tractor. And then
now you're like, it's warm.
Now I'm like, whoa.
Alright, I'll get out so I can spot you.
Okay, good talking with you. That's crazy. You got, I mean, yeah, you heard that. That's insane. Most I can ever remember doing with hay wagons is straw because we cut all the wheat at once. And I remember doing 6 fully stacked wagon loads in a day. But we had Daniel Baling, and then it was Brian, Matt, me, and then we actually got a couple of friends to help out too. So that's insane. 105 so far today. Hey, now being grumpy on me here. Heading west right now, so the sun's right in my eyes. There we go. See, those 4.0 load easy. When the ramps are on for the round bales, making this a full round bale wagon, I don't have to do that at all. I can just load all the bales straight on, which as you can imagine takes the time out of it. But we only switched all round bales. Last year was our first full year doing it, so this is only our 2nd year. We're going to acquire more equipment to handle round bales as time moves on, but you know, we're set up mostly for small square bales right now with everything that we have. And these 2 on the back we'll put in cylindrical so they don't roll on Matt as he's driving down the road. And he has a big hill that he drives up here. So it's very important these go on nice. What you do is you get it so that the bottom just rolls like that. Oh my goodness. That was nice. That was nice. I liked that. That was good. All right. Only need 2 more and then he's fully loaded. Brian actually is here now with the dump truck. I just loaded him. That's another 5. We'll say hello to Pete. I have a full stockpile of 12 here ready for Matt. There's only 2 more left in this field, and then we have the last field of the day to do, which is also a very small field, so I'm not too worried about it. A little tricky when you're loading downhill because the tractor wants to roll when you push the clutch in, but you need to give the engine throttle because you're running heavy on the hydraulics. Got his truck loaded, working on the trailer. Brian's not back yet. Should just fill Brian up and then the tractor should be able to take what's left. I don't think we'll need to fill up Matt again, but who knows? That's it. There you go, girls. Sweet, that's that. No!
No!
No! Oh!
So Joel, are you gonna try again?
Yep, try again. We're learning each time. I think 3rd time's the charm today. There's supposed to be only 3 bales left in this last field, so all my trucks have left.
And they're not coming back.
And they're not coming back, and there's 4. So I'm trying to stack 3 round bales together. I've got enough height that when I roll it back, all bales will stay together. But it's tricky because they don't want to stay 3 in a pyramid. You'd think that they would naturally, but they don't. Very gently. I need to make sure my bite is good on this.
Stay.
Hello?
Hey Joel, you need me to bring the truck back?
I am trying to get, there's 4 bales instead of 3, and I'm trying to get...
I'll just come get one. I hook the wagon.
Okay, all right, great.
Yeah, I'll just come and get like 2 of them.
Okay, perfect. Thanks, Matt.
You're gonna keep trying, aren't you?
This is my last time. I'm gonna try. It'll be a successful crowning achievement of the day.
You want me to hold it up once you push in?
Pretty much. Pete's all for trying stuff like this. This is what he lives for. Look how happy he is. We got it. I'll text Matt.
Do you have to see?
I mean, I can see my left and right. I feel like a horse. I can't see dead in front of me, but I can see left and right. Am I clear?
Yeah. You see Andy?
No.
He wants him this way more.
What happened to your hand?
This one?
Yeah.
So when I string wrapped that one bale,
Yeah, what was up with that?
I ran out of wrap.
Oh, okay.
That's what happened with that one bale. It was in the complete center of the field. I had 20 feet to go, and I ran out of wrap.
Gotta figure, right?
I don't know, I reached in to fix the string, because the one string wasn't going out, pulled it out, and it was bleeding.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Gotta love that. So, would you mind repeating the numbers for everybody here?
So far, what we've been able to clover, we still have another field to do. We got 34, and then between the development and the one farm, we got 35, and just at the other farm, we got 36.
So that's 71. 71 bales of grass hay, and then 34 clover. And then
105.
4 horses is 61. They took 10 grass hay for cows. Oh! Look at that saran wrapping bales. I was worried these guys were waiting for me, but I'm happy they weren't. How was round baling with the 120?
This is round bales.
Just round bales. That's what we like, when things just work. Hello, Mr. Veggie Boy. How's it going?
Oh, it's going. We've been sitting in this skid steer loader for about 5-6 hours straight. My butt hurts.
I could imagine. I could imagine.
I've been having a good time. It's nice seeing how good the bales look. Everything's gone through the wrapper really easy. I think we had a couple good days. I don't think you can complain. Things went really, really well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
How's wrapping been going? No problem at all. Everything's going smooth. I think we have 1 bale.
Oh, wow. That's it.
Like that thing pops off.
Yeah.
But I think it's because they're not sitting in, like when they sit overnight or something like that, they squash down.
Yeah.
The quicker you can wrap it, the nicer they wrap.
Right. Awesome.
So Daniel said it was 71 grass hay total, and you took 10 for your cows. I took 8. 8. Okay. I was going to take 10, but I just took 8. I thought there was only 3 bales of them.
Yeah, that's all right. There was one like in the back corner, and I was like, oh, there's 4. So you gotta show the people what you and Daniel were just doing. Go ahead. Come on, Pete! It's like he's running on marshmallows. Beautiful. Thank you, Pete.
Hey! Don't be putting any holes in my bales!
Looks like all we have left is 3 after this one. 1, 2, 3, and then that's it. Tomorrow's a new day. Oh man, good time. I also just wanted to point out, I've been getting a lot of comments about this, and it tells me you guys are all new viewers. Welcome to the channel. I'm so happy you're here. Every year we mark cow hay with a C, and we put an H on the horse hay. So we just haven't gotten to it yet. That's all that is. With hay taken care of, huge job, mostly done. All horse hay is done this time around, which is great. So that is a little bit stress-free. We're now here at the horse stable. The time is 7:01 p.m. So I am feeding about 3 hours beyond our time that we normally feed. Thankfully, the pastures have round bales in them, so it's not like the horses don't have feed. They'll be a little confused, but other than that, everything will be okay. Peter is here to help us work on taking care of the horses for the evening. I told you guys that I'd show you Argento coming in, so let's see them coming in. Welcome back. How'd feeding donkeys go?
We're good, Joe.
Good. All right, boys, you ready to come on in? There we go. Yep, come on. There goes Skywalker. RJ and Tucker are coming. Come on, boys! See them all running in the big field here? Love it.
Get a video of Argento calling in.
Oh, yes, I do. Thank you for the reminder, Pete. Let's see what he does. We're not supposed to intervene. We're just gonna walk. We're gonna watch Argento being Argento. So he looked at me. He's keenly aware I'm behind him. Let's see what he does. He's checked again. See him? Did you see him wolfing that grain down as I came up? Yeah, that's what I thought. So there you go. That perfectly demonstrates what we were talking about this morning. And the entire big field herd came up and is in the process of coming up. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, everybody. So good to see all of you. Hey, Samson. You got that middle door there, Pete? Perfect. There's Casino. Okay. There goes Sarah. There goes Bella. There goes Diego. Fairly confident those four don't know where they're going, so this is going to be interesting. Okay, Rebel's good. Ava, good. Diego went in Honey's stall. We got to get him out before Honey gets here. Turn right, turns left. No, no, don't go in there. There you go, Diego. Well, makes sense for feeding late, but all things considered, oh, not bad. Well, the time is 8:20 p.m., but all of the horses are now fed. Everybody is out where they need to be. Pete, thank you so much for helping me out. I appreciate your help.
You're welcome, Joel.
Just before we end the video and end this very crazy day, we've got our question of the day. So our latest video that we're looking at is Today Was Stressful. And the question we got from Francine Berner. 2 questions. When baling round bales, how do you know when to stop and let the finished bale eject? Thankfully and nicely enough, the newer balers, going back all the way to the older ones too, they all have different ways of telling you that the bale is as big as it needs to be inside the baler. The more modern one has a sensor. Once the bale gets the desired size, it then sounds a buzzer in the cab letting the operator know that the bale is full, and he then stops and then presses a different button. I think it's called wrap is the exact word for it.
Once he puts it in reverse, it automatically wraps. So.
Ooh, see, I didn't know the new one's that fancy. I was thinking about the older stuff, but I haven't ridden with him in the new baler. Petey has. So, and then the machine wraps it automatically, and then all he has to do is open the back gate, and it deposits the bale out the back of the baler.
The older ones have a gauge on the side with a needle that moves up and down for how big the bale is.
Yeah, so then you would just stop at the desired size that you want for the bale. So, cool stuff. What is the approximate weight of a round bale? Different materials, of course, like hay, clover, alfalfa, and different tension. Good question. Currently, our hay bales, really dry hay, like second cutting, is as low as 500 pounds. Our average round bales are between 600 and 700 pounds. And then our heavier first cutting, like the stuff we were moving today, is as high as 800 pounds. And then the clover bales are usually wetter and heavier. So clover are between 12 and 1500 pounds. And that is all at the desired size, which I believe is 52 inches. I believe that is the size of hay that we do. But the baler can go all the way up to 60. And the 60-inch bales are really cool. Food for thought in the future. Who knows? We'll see. We're still working on getting our regular bales ironed out. Maybe in the future we'll move things up to 60s. We'll see. Alrighty, guys. Thank you so much for your interest. And if you have made it all the way to the end of this video, this is a big video. This is a long video. I can feel it. I can tell it. Hey, thank you. Thank you so much for making it to this point. I really appreciate you getting here. If you haven't,
make sure you hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe.
Well said, Peter. And as always, we'll see you
in the next one.